Oh, number 508, my gorgeous Torini, simply means one thing. At the beginning of this week, it's a lot to do with this person. It's a lot to do with this woman. This woman is quite different. This woman is quite mysterious. And this woman loves nature. This woman loves there is no doubt about it whatsoever. This particular woman, is really going to inspire you when it comes to the beginning of this week. And this woman is going to inspire you in such a way where through this person you will realize, that it's time to do what you want to do, that it's time to do what you need to do. Through this woman, you're going to realize that you need to follow your heart at this stage of your life, at all costs, which means that you are going to be reminded of this particular idea you've had for a while. That's the bottom line. Through this woman, you are going to be reminded when it comes to this particular idea you've had for a while. And this is also going to be a sign to really do something about it, because it's not only you being reminded of that idea, it's not only you being reminded, to do something about it immediately, but there is a reason for it. This particular idea is going to be very, very successful for you. This particular idea that you're going to be reminded of, it's going to lead towards such a big accomplishment, okay, where you are gonna feel so proud of yourself, my gorgeous Torini. And within 1 year, your life is going to change so dramatically, drastically, because of this idea. But when I say this, I mean this, of course, in the best possible way. This idea is also, you can see this idea like the beginning of an ultimate change, okay? So this is what I need you to remember. And I know that you're gonna find so difficult to make a certain step in order to make this happen. Let me just tell you that when it comes to this idea, you've had this idea on your mind for a while, but you have been so indecisive about it. You have been so indecisive about it purely because you knew that there is a certain step you're gonna need to make in order to make this happen, and this step was putting you off so much. And this is what now again, this is all what's going to be, this is where all this is going to be leading towards you finally, not only being reminded of this idea, that you've been so indecisive about for so long, but you're also going to clearly realize that there is a certain step that you're going to need to make that, this was putting you off for so long. And it's something that makes you feel like a little bit sad and a little bit negative, that you're going to need to do in order to make this happen, in order to take this idea on the next level. You're also going to, in order to start this venture, you are going to need to make a sacrifice, and the sacrifice is going to come in a form of you, giving up your free time, for example, or on another hand, your sacrifice is going to come in such a way where, a lot of your time will be needed in order to make this happen. And especially within the next 4 to 5 months, oh my God, things are about to become crazy in your life. So you are going to be busy. But I know that you were aware of it, and it's going to affect you. It's going to affect your life, how busy you are going to be. And it's also going to affect your spirituality just a little bit. When I say it's going to affect your spirituality just a little bit, well, you're just not going to have enough, you're not going to have as much time as you had before, because this particular idea, oh my God, there is just so much more to it. This is going to be so big that it's instantly going to lead towards one of the biggest lifestyle change you've had. Just watch what's going to happen over the next 3 months, which means that you're going to need to give a lot, to this idea in order to make this happen, okay? A lot in general, but also a lot of your time, a lot of your free time. And that's why I'm saying that this is going to affect your spirituality to start with, but after 3 months, it's also gonna do something completely opposite. You're gonna reconnect with yourself spiritually like never before, because these 3 months in between are gonna be so crazy when it comes to you evolving and growing spiritually through this, you see. So this is why this is going to be so important. And I'm so glad that you're gonna, make this particular step. There is something really specific you are going to do. There is a, I know that you're gonna go and speak to some. First of all, you're gonna be exploring your options. You're gonna be exploring quite a lot, and then you're gonna end up speaking to somebody official. There is a really little journey that you're gonna make, and when it comes to this journey, you will go to somebody who is like, somebody very official. You're going to be speaking about this idea. There is going to be very interesting and rather intense conversation, and at the same time, you are going to do something really specific. It is going to be the beginning of some kind of a commitment when it comes to this idea. At this stage, you are going to take this very, very seriously. And I also want to say to you that when it comes to this idea, it is constantly going to be on your mind, some kind of a wish when it comes to your future. And it's going to be like along those lines, like, oh, I'm not too sure if it's going to happen, if this is going to happen. I'm not too sure if this is going to happen. I'm not too sure if this is going to come true. There is some kind of a wish which is just going to be connected to it so much. Well, let me tell you, you have got nothing to worry about, okay, whatsoever, because you are having the High Priestess here, which means that you're having the High Priestess here, you see, which means that you are making a really wise choice, a really smart choice. There is no doubt about it. But you also have this Nine of Cups as well, which means that a really big wish, which is going to be on your mind at the same time, this wish will come true. And that's why you were led to this point in your life. That's why you felt so drawn to it, my gorgeous Torini, indeed. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, do you know what? You really are going to need to set the boundaries, okay? You're going to need to protect your energy, and you're going to need to set the boundaries when it comes to this particular person. There is somebody who you are going to be so kind of disappointed with when it comes to the midweek. Somebody is really going to disappoint you. This particular person here, I'm sorry, but somebody is going to disappoint you. You're going to realize that somebody was like a little bit dishonest, and this is going to be getting on your nerves quite a lot. And I need you to focus on this, my gorgeous, sorry, I need you to focus on this, and I need you to be smart, because that particular person who disappointed you is also going to offer something to you. This particular person is going to offer something to you. This particular person is going to suggest something to you, and as soon as this is offered, it's meant to be something which is going to be like beneficial for you, but you will know that something is simply not quite right here. And I need you to be strong, and I need you to follow your intuition, okay? I need you to be strong, and I need you to follow your intuition. And I know when this person offers this to you, it's going to be like about a day or so until you until you actually get back to this person. And I'm so glad that you are going to refuse this, and I'm so glad that you are going to reject this, okay? You don't have to be like rude or anything like that, but just in the nicest possible way, just say that you're not interested. And that's exactly what you're gonna do. And this way you are indeed going to protect yourself. You're going to set the boundaries, okay? You're going to protect yourself, you're going to protect your energy, and you are going to do the right thing, my gorgeous Torini. Why? Because not that long after that moment in time, you're going to be relaxing, you're going to be chilling out, or you're going to be doing something that, helps you to, forget about everyday problems. Maybe you're going to be relaxing, maybe you're going to be chilling out, thinking about all sorts of things. Maybe you're going to be meditating, or maybe you're just going to be doing something that makes you feel so creative. And then this realization, it's going to come to you. Suddenly, you're going to have such a powerful moment. Divine intervention is about to take place again. You're going to have such a powerful moment, and suddenly you're going to be reflecting on certain things that you have done. Again, you're going to be reflecting on certain achievements. and especially couple of them, when it comes to your past that made you feel proud, are gonna be on your mind. And the more you think about it, the more rejuvenated you're gonna feel. The more you think about it, the more refreshed you're going to feel. The more you think about it, the more powerful you're going to feel. The more you think about it, the more confident you're going to feel. Again, my gorgeous Torini, and more confident to, do you know what I mean, to really kind of walk away from an aspect of your life you needed to walk away from a very long time ago. This in itself is going to be so obvious, and sometimes somehow it's connected to that particular person, this not really nice person here who was dishonest with you and who offered something to you and suggested something to you. Somehow this realization and this process what you're going to realize that you need to do, when you realize that you need to walk away from something or someone, do you know what I mean? Somehow it's going to be connected to this particular person, for example, and you are doing the right thing, most certainly indeed. So the way things are going to unfold so organically, they are once again going to work in your favor, because this particular situation that you are going to decide to walk away from is just something that has been making you feel a little bit negative, and it has been kind of affecting your own freedom, so this is why especially at around the end of this week, as soon as you make this decision, you are going to feel so liberated, you're going to feel so much lighter, you're going to feel so much happier. For some reason you're really going to feel like, now I can do what I want to do, now I can finally do what I want to do. I'm not saying that you weren't able to do anything before, but I'm just saying that the certain person or certain situation has been really affecting you in a rather negative way, and it was really kind of affecting you in a way where you just couldn't open your mind. And every single time when you wanted to start something new, you would just feel kind of drawn back to where you were before without even realizing what is actually causing this. So something really big is going to happen here. You are about to break free, my gorgeous Torini, which is ever so important. And by the time you get to the last part of this week, brilliant, such a good news you're going to have. A big victory, a big achievement. This is going to make you feel so good and so happy. Listen, at around the end of this week, you're going to have such a good news. A really big achievement, a really big victory. Oh my God, this is going to make you feel so proud of yourself again, but it's also going to give you confidence. It's going to give you so much confidence. You know why? Because there are two things that are going to come to an end through this particular news. When you get this news, number one, you worrying about money and about finances, this is going to come to an end. You worrying about your possessions or needing to kind of protect what belongs to you, this is going to come to an end. And number two, like a really big challenging time in your life, it slowly but surely came to an end as well. No wonder, you're gonna feel so happy and so optimistic. So now, my gorgeous Torini, I'm just gonna shuffle these tarot cards and I'm gonna see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Torini. Okay. Oh, Two of Wands. Yeah. Surprise, surprise. Listen, do you know what I find really fascinating? That throughout this week, a lot is going to be happening. But at the same time, you know how you're going to feel throughout this week. Like the energy is like really weird. Like the energy is really strange. Like the energy is just not right. And don't let that confuse you. Do you understand me? From the beginning of this week, you're going to feel like it's a very strange energy, and it's going to be like that throughout this week. But you must not allow this to put you off from what you are trying to do and what you're trying to achieve. Because sometimes we consciously and subconsciously seem to be waiting for the perfect moment in time in order to do something, especially especially something that means to us so much, okay? But sometimes we are really wasting our time by waiting for the perfect moment. And sometimes also we can be so tricked into these vibrations and energies. Like, for example, tricked, what I mean by this, for example, sometimes when the energy seems so strange and unusual, how it's going to seem like to be throughout this week, just remember, the weirder you feel, the stranger you feel, the more bizarre this energy you feel, you know, the more successful day for you is going to be. Okay, this is what you need to understand. You will be able to manipulate this energy in your favor. You just need to change your mind about it, and you're going to be on top of the things, trust me. So the weirder the energy is, you know, the better the outcome for you it's going to be. Whatever you do, whatever you start, whatever you know, tap into. And this is what you're going to need to remember. And that's the best way to deal with this, you see. So it's not always necessarily really bad thing when the energy is really strange and bizarre, how it's gonna be the energy rather strange throughout this week. Just remember, the weirder you feel, you know, the more successful outcome for you it's going to be, whatever you focus on, okay? Hello my gorgeous people, I'm so excited to finally share something I've poured a lot of intention into. I've created the Ritual Mug collection, 3 absolutely beautiful mugs designed for your sacred mornings, tarot sessions and daily rituals. First up is the High Priestess Brew, which is perfect for connecting with your intuition and centering your energy before a reading. Then there is a full moon fuel, a lunar inspired mug for aligning your energy with the moon's cycles. And for those powerful go-getter mornings, there is Sip Your Strength, designed to help you step into your courage and purpose. These aren't just mugs, they're intentional tools to bring energy and magic to your day. You can shop the full collection right now. Just tap the link in the description or click the card up here to explore all 3. Thanks so much for supporting what I create, and I can't wait to see which one calls to you. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.